hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect or have a pretty darn good idea of how your VA loan benefit works. Good to go? So here's the first thing that I would say. It's like over the years I've learned that, well, number one, the VA doesn't teach this stuff. Okay? And secondly, if the VA doesn't teach it, mortgage loan originators are responsible to disperse this information to the marketplace. And I know this sounds scary, but mortgage loan originators don't understand it. If the VA doesn't teach it, mortgage loan originators don't understand it, how in the world can we expect you, the veteran or active duty military service member, to understand this stuff? And it's like they don't, and that's exactly why I'm here. So my name is Jimmy Vercellino. If you have more questions or you want more of a general overview regarding the VA home loan benefit, remember, I'm not hard to find, guys. Comment down below with your questions. Make sure you like the video if you felt like I've earned it. And if you want, subscribe to the channel. Helps us to educate more veterans and active duty military. Here's what I want you to know about the VA home loan benefit. Okay, the first thing is that it does not require a down payment. Good to go? You can purchase a home up to any purchase price you would like with no money down, keeping in mind that you still have to qualify by way of income and credit. Okay, really quick, no down payment, but keeping in mind, qualify, income and credit. That's an obvious.
Obviously.
Right? But the other thing that I want you to know is that VA does not lend the money.
It does not.
All the VA does is just guarantee the loan by 25%. You, as the veteran or active duty service member, are going directly to the lender to get approved for the VA loan, and they're the ones that are going to be lending you the money. Now, just because I said the VA doesn't require a down payment does not mean that there is no cash due at closing when you purchase a home. Good to go? There's still going to be costs in conjunction with the acquisition of the home that you'll want to be prepared for and budget for. That way, 30 or 45 days later, after you get under contract, okay, you'll know exactly what to expect by way of cash to close, okay? Now, there's a couple of other things that I want you to be aware of with your VA home loan benefit. No money down. And no PMI, private mortgage insurance. Compare an FHA loan to a VA loan. A VA loan is going to always win. Veterans, look at me for just a second. Don't ever let anybody tell you that an FHA loan is more competitive than a VA loan. And if somebody does, point them in my direction and I'll take care of them. Good to go? And the reason why is because, well, VA loans don't require any monthly private mortgage insurance, making VA loans more, how should you say, competitive when compared to these specific loan types. We've talked a little bit about no down payment, no PMI. It's also important to know and understand that your VA loan can be used for a variety of home purchase, ranging from single family homes, townhomes, condominiums, 2-unit, 3-unit, 4-unit property. You can even use your VA home loan to refinance. So Jimmy, I like what you're saying. What do I do now? How do I get this process started? Generally speaking, there's two particular forms before you speak to somebody like myself, a mortgage originator who specializes in VA loans. That's really important. Always make sure that you're working with somebody who is competent and proficient in their craft when it comes to VA loans. But the two forms, the DD 214, lender's going to make sure on box 24 that you have been honorably discharged, and then from there they're going to request a copy of your COE, your certificate of eligibility. Now you, as the veteran or active duty service member, can get that through your e-benefits portal. We've given kind of a general overview of the VA loan. The one thing that I haven't covered yet is the credit scores necessary for the VA loan. Although lending requirements will vary from lender to lender that you're working with, a general rule of thumb is that the ideal credit score, anything north of this is technically even better, but the ideal credit score for qualification and approval is a minimum 620. Why? Because this does two things. Number one, it increases the likelihood that you will be approved for the VA loan, and in addition to that, it will also get you more competitive financing terms. A couple of those things together, you win as a result. Now let's talk about VA loans and interest rates. I think that this is important for you to have a basic understanding of. Remember, interest rates change on a daily basis depending upon what's going on in the economy. Just like the stock market, interest rates can trade or change daily. And generally speaking, I keep using that word, but it's true. Generally speaking, if inflation is going lower, you will also see rates going lower as a result. What does that mean? As we move forward into 2024 and beyond, we're hopeful, we're optimistic that inflation will go lower, causing interest rates to also subside, allowing you as the veteran to purchase a home with no money down, and perhaps you could even negotiate with the seller and ask them to cover some of your costs, which could get you into a home with no money down and no out-of-pocket expenses. And remembering that we as the mortgage lender want to custom fit this mortgage to your individual needs. So if you said to me, Jimmy, I want my monthly payment to be around $2,000 a month, I would say roger that based off of what you're describing. I would estimate or expect that you would qualify for roughly $300,000 in the form of a purchase price, give or take. Does that meet your budget? Does that meet the purchase price points that you're looking for in your neighborhood? Good to go? Hey now. Woo.
Party time.